Nerds Out Podcast, Nerds Out Podcast.
Nice jazzy tone to it.
Very nice.
Very nice. Welcome everybody to the 10th episode of the Nerd Out Podcast. Woo! Jazz hands, 10.
Spirit fingers.
Those aren't spirit fingers. These are spirit fingers.
Please don't sue us.
I'm your host of the day, Eva Long. Along with me is Josh.
Hello.
Eva Long, you forever.
That's not his name.
And then Josh did blank blank.
I still don't like that.
And then we've got, of course, Sammy DeMouth.
Ta-da! I have rised.
Yo.
Look it. It says, I'm the one they taco about.
Talk about it, talk about it. Okay.
Starting off strong like usual.
With the 70s disco fever. So, that's really good.
So we want to apologize for last week. We were having a bit of technical difficulties after the podcast. So say what?
Yeah, so we apologize for the delay on episode 9, and we are going to make sure that it's put out as soon as possible.
Yeah.
See.
Sure.
So, Sammy, what's on the schedule for today?
So for today, we're going to talk about our weekends.
Yes.
At least for this 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 minutes.
Yes.
Sure.
Sure, why not? So I went to the movies with a group of friends, and we went and saw Big Hero 6.
I went to see
you
that
also
too.
saw it too.
A different theater.
It was a good movie.
It's an awesome movie.
It was a little long for my taste, but it's like a 2-hour movie. The thing is,
It was actually, I think it's actually an hour and a half.
no, it's like 2 hours.
No, because I don't go to theaters.
I'll pay you fucking money. It's like 2 hours long.
I am DB.
Anyway, so it felt a little long, but the thing is, it has pretty good pacing in it. So that it's one of those where it's like when it starts getting to that last 15, 30 minutes, that's when you start feeling that man, are we going into the 2-hour mark? Yeah. So, but I thought it was really good. Definitely a must-see movie, you know.
Okay.
Oh, most definitely.
That's good to know.
Oh, wait. Just one reference.
I have no idea what these two are talking about because, unfortunately, I was out of town this weekend visiting some friends and family, so I was out of it. But I did go see Interstellar. I gotta say, it's a great movie for adults. Mm-hmm. Not so much kids, but it's a great movie. I'm not a big Matthew McConaughey fan, but I think this was a pretty decent one.
He is a gift to the world.
You mean his abs are a gift to the world?
So I'm going to say it's within 100 minutes or so.
What?
I'm going to say it's within 100 minutes or so.
That's like an hour and a half, right?
Sorry.
It says run time.
108.
Yep.
Yeah.
So...
pretty short. It's a 1
I
hour
don't know how
film.
many minutes that is. So
That's
shut up, keep talking.
That's about an hour and 58 minutes.
Yeah, so that's like 2 hours.
No, hold on. That's an hour and
90
minutes.
Okay, 60 minutes is an hour.
The power of math. 106 divided by 60.
We're doing math here now? I thought we weren't those kind of nerds.
Shh.
Seriously.
Yeah, it's 1 hour and like 48 minutes.
Okay, an
Yeah.
hour.
So we're both right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm right. So anyway.
So you don't get any money.
So you guys went to go see Big Hero 6.
You were about to say Big 06, weren't you?
I was. I'm sorry, I haven't seen it.
Oh, and by the way, stay for the end credits. It is a Marvel movie.
So something I wanted to bring that back up is like, you remember like in the old Pixar movies, I don't know how much Disney did this, but I know Pixar did it when they had like the little animations in the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Where they used to do like the little
shorts.
birds and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm glad that they brought it back. So
They did?
there is a very cute short in the beginning. That I'm so glad that they're bringing that back. You know,
It's interesting that Disney did it, and because it's not a Pixar movie, it's a Disney movie.
Oh, okay.
Now I'm not 100% sure on this, but I know Disney and Pixar have worked together in the past. So I
Toy Story.
It's a Disney Pixar.
So
Disney
I don't know if this
Pixar.
one's a Disney Pixar movie.
I believe Big Hero 6 was only a Disney Marvel movie.
It's
it
a-
wasn't
it's
a
a
Pixar.
Disney-
You can't really call it a Disney Marvel movie when Disney's bought out Marvel.
That's true. It's just a Disney movie.
But it was based on the comic book, so that's pretty cool.
Speaking of Pixar, I know this isn't on the list, but we have to talk about.
You going off the list?
Yes.
Mayhem!
I know. You said Pixar, and it brought me to the next point. Toy Story 4.
Oh, yeah. Come on, guys. Why?
Can't
What?
we think of something
You don't
new?
need it.
Seriously, it doesn't need to be. I mean, all of us
Hold on,
are
hold on.
ingredients that we don't need it.
We don't need it. It's nice that we are getting another one, but we don't need it. Right now, it's just a money grab.
Yeah.
It's just one of those where it's like, oh, it's made money before, so let's keep doing it. It's like, don't you remember that's how like Saw did? Like, hey, this did good. Let's make 6 more.
For me,
8 more.
For me, I think 2 would have been a great ending to the series, but 3 did it much better.
Actually, a better analogy would be remember to Land Before Time.
Take a lesson.
Does anyone remember Land Before Time?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I grew up on that shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Peachy,
so
peachy.
yes,
I fly. No, you fall.
Yep.
Yep. Ducky.
I smell. I smell. Ducky. I used to watch that shit all the time as a kid.
Okay. Well, I honestly think that it ended on a good note. Why revive something from the dead when it was supposed to be buried?
Yeah, it had a happy ending.
It had a great ending. Andy gave away his toys to Bonnie rather than throw them away like any other kid would.
It's kind of like when people reference, like, you know, like what would happen, like, and after the happy endings of like every princess getting married, you know.
That's where a TV show comes in play.
This is the what if kind of thing. You don't need that what if. It ended on a good note. Why are you still trying to dig things up from the grave?
Can't think of anything else? Hey there, want to hire people?
You know, there are a lot more animators out there that have fresher ideas.
Storytellers.
Or storyboarders.
Yeah.
So, off that little tangent.
So, yes, sorry for going off the list, but you just said
the
that
original,
keyword.
The original Toy Story trilogy, I think, or I believe, was better because it focused on the toys and their relationship to Andy.
Yeah, it was a good relationship to Andy. And I liked how it ended up, especially with...
So long, partner.
Yeah, I know. I liked how it ended, and I liked how they actually incorporated Jessie into the ending. Nobody actually knew that Jessie belonged to Andy's mom until years later.
What?
Yeah. Molly, the little sister. She played with Jessie in one of the short stories. I think it was a Halloween special. It was Molly played with Jessie, and their mom comes and talks to them, and she's like, "This looks exactly like the Jessie I had when I was a little girl."
I didn't see the Halloween special.
It was one of the best ones. I was like, oh my god. You know, you finally see that. You see that full circle going for Jessie, and I liked where it ended there.
And I actually thought they were gonna die in the furnace until Claw.
You know what I would like to see? How to Train Your Dragon 3.
I kind of don't want to see it. I kind of don't want to see it because
I even like Riders of Berk, which is a TV series. I think
it's
it goes on par. The second movie, absolutely loved it. You know, so it's like one of those where it's like, are they going to come out with a new season of Riders of Berk? Are they
I think it's actually
called
called Defenders of Berk now.
No, maybe the new season might be. Like, you know how Avatar, Legend of Korra?
Yeah.
So I'm kind of wondering if they're going to do that. That would be interesting if they're older now. So.
I do know that they're going to be doing... That they said they were going to be doing a trilogy or something like that.
That would be nice. Like a third one, you know.
Yeah, or show in between like they did between the first and second one. That would be a great thing to do. I believe it's a great thing.
Oh, so speaking of TV series, I know you're not going to get this, but Big Hero 6, would you like to see a sequel or a TV series?
I don't...
I think it could hold up as a TV series. I think it would do much better as a sequel, but the thing about a sequel is that we wouldn't get that for a couple of years.
It could go both ways, really.
If they did something like Riders of Berk, where they had like an in-between, you know.
Sequels tend to usually do much better than the
TV series.
Its predecessors, excluded for Transformers. And TV series usually do just as well or as... Well,
yeah, because like I was saying, I think it would do really well if like they just had like the TV series, like a season in between, and then like a big boss fight for the next movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if it like led up into it. But yeah, so I mean like either or would be fine.
It's just for for anything that's going with the story of Hiccup and Berk, it kind of just... We talked about this a couple of weeks ago, that saying that, you know, killing the dad off and then replacing the mom.
Yeah,
it felt like, too rushed.
It felt like
it was like, by the way, it was like, we're gonna kill your dad, but your mom's here now, so everything's still okay.
So I don't want to see that part. I was like, I didn't want to see that kind of stuff because, you know,
he's already more like the whole real life situations, which I think like Pixar and Dreamworks does the best. Dreamworks is absolutely about real life, which is something I really like. So it's one of those things where it's like, I would like to see him having a struggling mom relationship, like in the next whenever they started,
like
to work this into.
him butting heads with his dad in all throughout the series and all throughout the first movie.
Yeah,
I'd like to see that struggle about this is my dad raised me, you didn't, kind of thing.
Yeah,
that is something I would.
You could have came back at any time. Yeah, that's what I want to see.
Yeah,
but
actually,
How
to Train Your Dragon is actually my only favorite DreamWorks series.
You didn't like Shrek?
You didn't like
really.
Nemo? What's wrong with you, you heartless bastard?
No, seriously.
I said DreamWorks. Nemo is Pixar.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I keep getting them mixed up. But yeah, so no, I do agree. Like, it's my favorite. It's not like the only one I like, but it is my top one.
I'm not going off the script. I'm actually going to be adding to this.
She touched my boob. Oh, okay. So we can go into Finding Dory since we're still on the animation kick.
Yeah.
So Finding Dory is the sequel to Finding Nemo. Now they've been taking their, I don't know if it's like they've just been taking their sweet ass time with this just because it's taken a while to animate, but it's also one of those things where it's like Finding Nemo came out a long time ago.
It's like, but that's
over a decade.
That's also what we said between Toy Story 2 and 3. They came out 10 years apart.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Really?
Holy.
Okay.
Maybe. I was thinking.
You remember? Toy Story, the original, came out 20 years ago. Then at the 10-year mark,
20 years ago? No way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
It was the first. First
Finding
CGI.
Nemo came out in 2003. Wow, so it's already been
10 years.
Like almost 12 years now since that's come out.
Yeah. So, Toy Story original came out in the 90s.
Oh yeah, 90s.
Early 90s.
Oh my God, we're old.
I know. 95.
95.
So
Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
and then Toy Story 2 came out in what?
Somewhere
in
the
2000s.
Because Toy Story 3 came out
99.
So that was 5 years later.
5 years later. And then this last one came out 10 years later. So they're doing the same thing with Dory as they did with Toy Story.
3.
But I think that the demand for Ellen DeGeneres to reprise her role was what brought a lot of people back onto it.
I know, I love her.
Oh yeah, that's right. She did voice Dory.
She was one of my idols growing up.
Yeah. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming.
Well, not Dory, but actual
Ellen DeGeneres. Yeah. It wasn't until that movie that she became like a household name, though. She was always famous. She just hadn't blown up to family proportion until then.
Yeah, because I liked her comedy work. So.
I loved her comedy work.
So other than that, we can jump off a little bit.
Yeah, sorry. We got on a whole animation rant now.
Yeah.
You're welcome, animation people.
Yay!
Hey, thanks. So now you wanted to talk about MMORPGs.
Yeah, what are your guys' favorites?
As of favorites, well, right now I'm on a big ArcAge kick. I'm playing off my laptop, which I have said before, which I'm like, you should not be playing MMORPGs off your laptop just because you don't get the same amount of quality, not to mention your server gets dropped a lot.
So you prefer desktop?
Yeah, I prefer desktop, but I don't have a desktop, so I'm only playing on my...
Neither do we.
Yeah, but I like ArcAge. It's pretty cool. I'm a cat person. I was like, oh, I'm a kitty! So I was pretty happy about that. I was like, oh my God, my avatar is so freaking adorable.
But speaking of cat, where is our mascot today?
I don't know. It's probably
right here.
Oh, okay. So we always have Herschel running around. Today he's just being quiet. I don't know why.
Surprisingly, he was going...
I think he finally stopped being high off catnip.
I don't know why.
No, he was high earlier today.
I mean,
oh my God, he was
right
going
now.
off at 3 o'clock this morning, just hello. And I'm like, I just want to kick you outside so much.
But then I'd lose you.
I'd lose you forever because you're an inside cat.
You wouldn't be able to lose him. He's a 3-legged cat.
I know, it's not like he can jump the fence, but I do have the holes in the fence, so that's one of my things to be worried about.
Your neighbor's dogs do go up through those holes too.
I just think he'd just sit at the back porch and go, hello, let me out, Mom.
Okay, off a bit of a tangent.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Cat people. So
Yeah.
okay, so what
You said
MMORPG
cat.
are you playing lately?
I just recently downloaded Star Wars: The Old Republic again.
Oh yeah, I was pretty upset when LucasArts had dropped that as soon as they got bought out by Disney.
Lucasfilms, LucasArts.
I actually started playing it a couple of years ago, and now that I actually have my laptop, I can start playing it again.
Start training again? Yeah.
Now I'm a Sith.
I'm a Sith Lord. Yeah.
I don't actually play MMORPGs. Like I said, the only one I actually did play was DC Universe Online, and that's on the PS3. But since I don't have a PS3 at the moment, I'm kind of like out of it. I have been playing a lot of Infinite Crisis in the last couple of months.
Okay.
So that would be one of my things. Still going back to the DC Universe on the PC platform, I can do that. But it's like, there has been no game that has appealed to me as much as like World of Warcraft and its predecessor.
So what kind of genre games do you like?
I love fantasy games. I love Dragon Age.
Okay.
And I can't wait for Dragon Age to come out, Inquisition, in 2 weeks. I'm just ecstatic about that. But it's like, if they brought Dragon Age to a newer kind of MMORPG platform, that would make it for me.
If sorry to cut you off, but if Sword Art Online, if they came out with Nerf gear and Sword Art Online came out as a game,
yes,
would you play it?
Yes.
Even with the chances of being like, fuck, might actually go
I would play it, but I would stick close to
Nerf
people I know.
gear is also known as Oculus Rift. We know this.
Yes.
We know that.
I just realized something. We're at least 5 to 6 years away from Sword Art Online.
We are.
Holy
5 to 6 years.
Wait, no, I thought it was 2025.
2020.
No, 2025 is
when
this
they
current
start.
season. No,
Okay, yeah.
No, 2022 is when they start.
2025 is this current season.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It's at least
I like
3 years. It's at least 4
I don't
or
know
5
how
years.
current you are in it, but I like that they switched games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So and the new opening is amazing. Like I just started the new game that they're in, or they go back to one of the games.
They go back to Alfheim, Einkrad.
And I really like that they gave them a new opening and a new credit ending.
I have not seen past Alfheim, and I haven't even been past half of it when,
Get on my level.
There's just been no appeal to me since, like, the original Sword Art, and I don't know. I just love the whole fact of you die in the game, you die for real. There's no risk in the other games.
That was something I had with Volume 2 of Season 1, was just like, I'm like, there is no, like, with the whole thing of Volume 2 was like, there was no urgency, there was no life or death threatening situation. The only thing that was really driving him was, oh my god, my girlfriend in a coma might get married off. Yeah. But it's kind of like, does that shit really happen in real life?
Who would actually give away their daughter
in a coma
to
a stranger?
Think it's
even if
they're
they
in
did buy
Japan.
out.
We have no idea what their culture's like. They're in Japan.
I'm pretty sure like any father would be like, can we just wait until my daughter's out of the coma before you do creepy, weird, rapey shit to her?
Even if you did buy out the company, it doesn't matter. My daughter's still in a coma, kind of thing.
Oh yeah. So I love the intro they have for the new series.
Okay, so I'm counting this when they go back to
Einkrad.
When they go back to Einkrad, I'm counting this as Volume 2. I don't know if this is directly it, but so when they're in the
this would be Volume 2.
When they're in
Season
GGO,
2.
yeah. Okay, so it's Volume 2 of Season 2. Okay,
That's
so I like the opening.
Yeah, it goes over everything that's happened, and it makes it feel like it's going to be the last season and the last show they'll ever do of it.
Is it just me or does Kirito want to bang all the chicks?
All the chicks want to bang him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even like
he only wants Asuna, but all the girls want him.
Mm-hmm.
I know this.
Even like the whole like him and what's the chick with the snipers? What's her name?
I know.
Damn it!
I know who you're talking about.
You know who I'm talking about.
Yes,
though.
I know.
Okay, the girl with the sniper that's very big in Volume 1.
Yeah.
I can't define their relationship. Like, does she have a crush on him?
I think
it's kind of like, I feel like this is the first female character that they've introduced that doesn't blatantly have a crush on Kirito. Yeah. Where it's just like they have like a mutual.
She has a crush, but I think it's kind of subtle.
I think it's more like they have a mutual respect for each other. Like she respects the hell out of him, and and like looks up to him as like an idol, or like, you know, and stuff like that.
That's a mentor kind of thing.
Yeah, more than a romantic relationship, which is something I like about. Is it Sinon? Shinon. Like, that's something I like about her character, where it's like, this isn't blatantly, I'm in love with Kirito, just like every other fucking female in this thing.
Yeah. So we went off the MMORPG thing
I think
again.
I think we're still on it.
Somewhat, yeah.
We're somewhat on it, but
I like. How far are you into Volume 2 of Season 2?
Just like a couple of episodes. I'm not fully caught up, but yeah. But other than that, yeah, like so far I've loved the tone of the second one. It brought back that urgency of like people are fucking dying in real life. I'm wondering what Volume 2 is going to bring and has in store for us. I'm hoping it's not like Volume 2 of the first season.
Oh, so it just went so slow and drowned out.
Oh god, where it just became just a damsel in fucking distress thing, and I hated it.
It didn't do that, but it did have a bit of a sense of urgency, although it wasn't technically that real of an urgency. But it was. They actually went on a quest.
What? Okay, so for Oculus Rift, let's say they perfected it. They have like something like Nerf gear.
Oculus Rift has Nerf gear.
What gun? Let's say first person shooter game would you want to do?
Call of Duty.
Halo.
Actually, I love Halo, but I believe that for my skills, I would need a lot of help. So that's why I said Call of Duty. Either that or Battlefield Bad Company 2.
What?
Battlefield Bad Company 2.
I'm sorry, all the Battlefield Call of Duty games are all the same.
Yeah.
Oh my god, fucking internet, I can feel your hate right now. No, they're all the fucking same.
But the game, if we were to do with new games, Halo 5 or the Master Chief Collection.
Speaking of Halo,
I know.
I worked that one in.
Yes.
So Ridley Scott came out with the trailer for an actual Halo movie, and it's now this isn't the same going off the dawn of
Forward Unto Dawn.
Yes.
No, this is Halo Nightfall.
Okay, so does it represent in any way? Is it going to be on the internet or is it going to be?
It's supposed to be
going
on
to theaters.
Xbox.
It's going to be on Xbox first, but they are saying if the demand is high for an episode 2, they're going to start If the demand is high, it's going to come out more on, I guess, different kind of platforms. They do want to do an eventual Halo Master Chief movie, and I would love to see that.
Now, does it follow like the other internet series?
It follows it in the sense that you get. I don't know if you remember the Black Commander from the first one.
Yeah,
it follows him. Mostly.
Okay, so it is a sequel.
It is a sequel to Unto Dawn, but it's a prequel to the Master Chief kind of thing. It's like
or would it be a spin-off?
Yeah,
that's what I'm wondering. Like, is this going to be like another little short series, and then they're going to come out with the movie? But the thing is, with doing an internet series like that and then coming out with the movie, you better
hope that people know what you're talking about.
Yeah, because that's the thing. It's like that you have to be careful with because it's such a delicate situation. If they don't know what you're talking about, then they're just going to be lost.
Everybody knows the Sergeant Major, though. Everybody knows who he is. They know what he talks about, and he's very serious. He's very straight on what he says. So I think that, this spinning off with a little bit of the Master Sergeant, I like that.
Yeah.
Because this is when he's a Master Sergeant and then becomes Sergeant Major, which goes into the Master Chief Collection. So.
I really didn't get that far into Forward Unto Dawn. I think I only got past season 2.
You mean episode 2? There was only 4 episodes.
Episode 2. But in the show, did they show any aliens?
They got into the analysis of it. They didn't actually go into.
So they talked about it.
They talked about the Covenant. Okay. They talked about the threat. They didn't go into major detail about it.
I like that for this show or
Nightfall.
Movie Nightfall. They're actually going to be showing the aliens.
Yes, they are going to be showing brutes. They're going to have grunts. I just wish that as soon as the grunts exploded, their little confetti would come out. Yay!
Congratulations!
Yeah, because that was actually one of the best unlockables for any Halo fan is when you can get the grunt shots.
So
it actually has a laser source.
No, I don't know this on purpose, but something I like about the grunts is that when they're talking, it always reminds me of Aliens 2.
Yeah.
What the fuck? They're everywhere! Why'd you put her in charge?
Because she's a badass. That's
what I keep thinking. I keep thinking that they're referencing that, so I don't know if that's an actual thing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So,
but yeah, I'm so happy.
So something you were telling me is that there is a Halo Assassin's Creed crossover?
No.
What?
Halo and Master Chief Collection are both coming out tomorrow.
Tomorrow's Tuesday.
Tomorrow's Tuesday. So.
And then tomorrow, also for Tuesday, I get to add to my collection.
Yes, you do. You do.
Who's gonna die?
If you haven't seen it, like I've said, we'll have the link for episode 9, and you'll be able to see what this is about.
Oh yeah.
So, but yes, Halo Master Chief Collection is coming out at the same time. There's a midnight release for that, as well as there's an Assassin's Creed Unity midnight release.
Okay.
I know my friend Jory is he's going to be going to the Assassin's Creed one.
Okay.
They said that the demand is so high between these two different games that they kind of wanted to push back Assassin's Creed to give Halo its time.
That would make a bit more sense.
I always
that
see
would
it as
make sense.
I always kind of see it as the cop-out where they're like, oh, no, we'll let you get released first and we'll do it later in the year. The reason why I get mad at, people that are, companies that release movies or games at the end of the year is, one, because of the whole season, like, wanting to buy shit, but also for the awards. It's the one that's the freshest in the mind. So it's the one where it's like, what's the latest one that came out is the one that people are gonna, like, reference the most. Where it's like, that's why, like, don't get me wrong, Hobbit's a good movie, but that's why they win so many awards is because they come out in November, and when they start doing award season,
it's closest
come out in December.
It starts in December, so it's one of those things where it's like, oh, well, this one just came out. Oh yeah, that was really good. That's the freshest in the mind. So I feel like it's cheating.
Yeah, but I'm a fan of both franchises. I actually did get into Assassin's Creed before I got into Halo, but I've always been a Halo fan deep in my heart. So
I
actually want to get the Master Chief Collection for the Xbox One. So I can't wait.
I actually want to sell my Assassin's Creed 3 and get the Assassin's Creed 4, the Unity, and the Rogue.
So you want to get Black Flag, Unity, and Rogue?
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually went and bought out the Halo first one because I wanted to play
it. I love
I freaking love the
combat
flood.
involved.
I love the flood. It's my favorite level. I think it's mostly because it reminds me of Half-Life.
Yeah.
So that's like one of my favorite levels.
Yeah. So I actually like the fact that they both came out at the same time. They're like, okay, mutual respect. It doesn't matter. We're both coming out at the same time, and it helps consumers so much. It is so a consumerism thing because if you go out and get Assassin's Creed and you see Halo's coming out at the same time, you're gonna buy both.
Yeah,
it's a thing that they're marketing to both sides of the platform. You want to get to your Assassin's Creed fans and you want to get to your Halo fans. And what's the best way to do it? Then release them on the same day.
Sweet.
So. More money.
So something else I want to talk about, my hatred for Twitter right now. I love Twitter. I love social media. But I've had to now unfollow Rick Grimes, AMC The Walking Dead because they are some spoiling motherfuckers. Okay.
Yeah.
I can't go on social medias now. Like,
and I hate Facebook.
And now Facebook's doing it because I follow them on Facebook now, and then it's like I go through and then they just say, oh, sweet, did you guys catch... It's like, I don't watch the episode, like, right at the time. I watch it the next day.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I'm going through Twitter, and I'm, like, checking my friends. I'm like, oh, haha. And then it's, like, AMC. Hey, how did you react when so-and-so said so-and-so? I was like, you spoiling motherfuckers!
Yeah.
God, I was so fucking pissed, because it was, like...
I haven't seen since, like, 3 episodes ago, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, my God, the thing that makes me livid is when they're like, oh, R.I.P. so-and-so. I'm like... I did not know they were gonna fucking die. Flips table.
No!
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate Facebook with that because last week they spoiled the hell out of the second to last episode of the Doctor Who Series 8. And it was a major spoiler. I was like...
I know, right? It's like, you shouldn't do it for, like... If you're gonna have TV spoilers, 24 hours.
Yeah.
Like, social media, I wish they would just be like, okay, 24 hours for spoilers, just so we make sure that... But, like, I know that a lot of people get the chance to actually sit down and watch it as it airs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where it's like, it's like...
Not everyone has cable.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where it's like, I'm waiting the next day to watch it just because my Sunday nights are busy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So it's one of those... Yeah. Just spoiling motherfuckers.
I know, right?
I swear, if anybody watches our show, they're probably going to tweet at me and be like, here's the spoilers for everything!
Oh, God.
I'm gonna unfollow you!
I hate you.
So what else was on there?
So, Fruities?
Yep.
That's usually what our enders.
Oh, God. So, I'm pretty much sure that's, You guys want to wrap up? Or
yeah,
we have
sure.
That's
pretty much it.
Want to wrap it before you tap it?
I can't believe you gave me your spare key.
Oh yeah, we exchanged keys. You're the farthest I've ever gone in a relationship, and we're not even dating. I was like, oh my god, I'm trading keys.
Yeah. It wasn't like a gradual thing. It was like, here, I mustache you a question.
Oh, I know, it has a little mustache.
Will you get my spare key?
Yeah, I found out that locks hate me.
Hmm.
Locks fucking hate me because every time I try to use my keys on either the mailbox or my door, it's like I'm jiggling it for like 5 minutes before my brother just comes and opens it. He's like, do you not know how to use locks? I'm like, I know how to use them. Sorry, I get...
You can't pound the table.
I know.
Stop it.
I know it's your table and it's your house and this is your wall.
But it
and that's
really
your
screws
cat,
up the mic.
Seriously.
Anyway, so you want to wrap up?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep. So this has been fun.
Yeah, it's been an awesome episode. Episode 10.
Yay!
Are you ready?
Yeah.
So we're in the double digits now.
I know. We're in the double D's.
My job of slowly corrupting the podcast is working.
Barbara Punkelman Jr. Barbara Punkelman Jr.
I have my own entity.
No. Did you just say Barbara Punkelman?
I said Barbara Punkelman.
It was beautiful, though. It was beautiful, but I'm my own entity, okay?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm challenging you to a pun-off, Barbara.
I don't think
You're gonna lose.
I am gonna lose. But
sorry, I'm a Team Barb kind of person on that
one. You traitor.
I love you, hun, but I'm sorry, you can't mess with the queen of puns.
Watch me.
You're the princess, though.
Shut up.
You're Princess Peach.
That whore.
Hey, at least I didn't say she was Princess Daisy.
That hella. Are we wrapping up, or are we just like talking shit?
I think we just talk shit. So yeah, this will be the end for this.
This is my line, okay? Stop.
Nerd out podcast. Nerd out podcast. I have to pee. I'm gonna go now.
Okay.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.